Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Rush Hour podcast. I'm Harrison Warner, here with my co-host Dr. Rush. Today we have two special guests, Miss Lyon and Brooklyn Bamberger, joining us. They will introduce themselves shortly, but let's rush into it.
All right, Harrison. It's hard to believe it's episode 5. It's a little crazy, but let's look back really quickly. Let's look at the Olympics, and particularly, I don't know if you got up early yesterday morning, but wow, what a game! Did you get up early and watch that bad boy?
Yeah, it was pretty special. I mean, like, especially the end going into overtime. I'm surprised, honestly, Canada didn't win. I mean, they had, like 40 something, I think like 41 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to U.S. is like 26. So Canada, I feel like, had the edge, but the goalie played amazing. And that goal at the end in overtime was like absolutely ridiculous.
Well, the first goal for the U.S. was also kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was special. It was a weird moment for me because I had to go into church. And it was just like the beginning of the third period. And so the whole time I was like, what happened? I got out and I, had paused it and watched the rest of it. It was crazy. But just to think of some of the historical things that are connected to that game. I mean, you noted in our notes here, 46 years ago to the day was Miracle on Ice. There was a person who probably would have been on the team, Johnny Gaudreau, and his brother, who were tragically killed about a year and a half ago. And Johnny would have been on the team, but his son also turned 2 yesterday. So there were a lot of signs pointing towards a U.S. win. And as I mentioned in our last podcast, hockey's one of those things I'll definitely watch. I think it was the only thing I watched live for the Olympics this time. So.
I mean, also the women's game was like the same. I mean, it went into overtime. And I have to say, I think the goal in the women's game was even more crazy. Like the move she did to get around that girl in like the one-on-one fast break, and then to hit that. I mean, it was like to watch it like that. It's just.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Both live too, for
all
sure.
About. What else you got? What else you got on the Olympics?
I think I think it's good for the U.S. that they finally set a new standard. Now they have 12 gold medals, so next Winter Olympics they can look forward to maybe trying to beat that again. But I'm not surprised that they didn't win the gold medal race. I mean, like the U.S. obviously has cold places and whatnot, but I think was it Norway who won?
Yeah.
I think I mean they're like. That's like
any sort of skiing thing they dominate. So.
Yeah, so it's not unfair, but I mean the U.S. got what they wanted in the winter, and the summer is usually where they mostly dominate. So yeah.
All right, so quick question, and then we'll ask the same question to our guests after we intro them. Favorite moment of the Winter Olympics?
Probably the final goal that Jack Hughes hit. I mean that was like But I think it was the last event.
Yeah. The last event is some Nordic skiing.
Oh.
It's like the traditional deal.
Maybe it was the last day. I think that really capped off the Olympics, and like that was the whole, like everyone was I feel like almost everyone was watching that, and it was funny that it was so early in the morning.
Right.
So like people in like California, they had to get up at like 5 a.m. to watch it, which is that's commitment, especially on your Sunday morning.
Absolutely. Well, for me, I would say obviously both hockey games, and then one I mentioned last time where the woman won the monobob, and oldest American woman to win a Winter Olympics gold medal. That was pretty special. So we mentioned this at the top of the guests. Again, third time in a row, it's a hat trick. We've got two guests on the show today. We have Michelle Lyon, who is Associate Head of School here at Parrish, mother of 2 boys, both alums of the school and avid golfer. And then we have Junior, one of our own, Brooklyn Bamberger, who is here, also a fantastic golfer. And we'll get into the golf in just a minute, ladies, but just really quick on the Olympics. Did you watch? And if you did, what was your favorite moment?
I did actually watch a little bit. I kind of got into figure skating.
Okay.
I had never really watched before the Olympics, but I found it really entertaining, and that Alyssa from the USA, she took home the gold, so that was great to watch.
Figure skating is always a good one.
I
Lyon?
like that one. Obviously, I got up yesterday to watch hockey. And then the other one was the half pipe free skiing. Jeff, I forget his last name, but he won the gold for America as well. And he was 31 years old. And to go 20 feet in the air and twist and turn and then land on your skis, it's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, some of those sports are just you gotta be a little.
Yeah.
I think you gotta be a little crazy, but
No fear.
It is what it is.
I also don't know how like people get into like the sports. Like there was I think it was called like the double luge. It's like two people laying on top of each other going backwards
At 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That sounds like some teenage boys came up with the crazy ideas. What it
Sounds like it's like a dare or something.
Yeah, exactly. You lose a fantasy football league, you got to get down to the thing at 70 miles an hour. All right, ladies, so we're going to talk golf here. And before we do that, we're going to have a little fun segment here. All right, it's the homework assignment. Harrison Werner, Dr. Rush here, HW, the Diesel homework assignment. And because we're going to talk about golf in a minute, I'm going to ask you a golf-related trivia question. You ready? Okay, so you've got the GOAT, Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods, maybe the best golfer ever. Certainly worth its own show, probably a debate. But 82 PGA Tour wins from 1998 to 2005. He did not miss a cut. 142 straight events, did not miss a cut. Obviously, a dominant time. And here's the question. So from 1997 to 2009, in all majors, so that's 4 a year, right? In all majors, in that time, minimum 70 rounds. All right, so that's a person played less than 2 majors over that span, but obviously could play more. So in that span, 1997 to 2009, Tiger Woods in the majors was 134 under par. Okay, so over that time, he was 134 under par. Who is the next closest person in that time frame, and what was their combined score?
Wow, I have no idea.
In that time frame?
Time frame. So late 90s, basically through the first decade of the 2000s.
But in the majors only.
In the majors only. Right, so combine all your scores in the majors, and then you have that composite score. Tiger was 134 under par. Next person.
Jeez. So you said 1997?
97 to 2009. Yep.
The problem is that you've got your old school. You've got your Nicholas and your Norman and that.
But so those guys weren't playing then.
Yeah, that's that group who won majors.
You definitely know the person, for sure. All right, you give up.
It's not like a Freddie Couples. It's not.
Freddie Couples is a good guess, but
It's
he
not
was
a
a
Justin Leonard. It's not
Would that have
Curtis
been
Strange.
like the John Daly time period?
right. So John Daly, it was kind of in the middle late of his deal, but obviously he had some other problems going on at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Someone had to win more than 2 majors.
but see, it doesn't even have to win. It's just their total combined score.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of winners.
Well, obviously I didn't win because Tiger won. Just combined score. All right, so the answer is Phil Mickelson.
Oh,
Oh my
Of course.
Phil Mickelson, but that's not the scary thing. Phil's composite score over that time was plus 99. Plus 99. So that's 233 strokes different than Tiger. And then even more amazingly, number 3 was Ernie Els, the Big Easy, who was 118 over par in that time. It's just a crazy stat about the GOAT. So there you go.
All right. So we're gonna main topic. We're gonna talk about golf. Obviously, both of our guests are big into golf. Can you guys like start off telling us a little bit about your game and like when you got started?
I started playing around like 5 years old, but I did like I would say from about 5 years old to like 7th grade. I wasn't very serious about it, and it was just kind of like something that was like forced on me like from my parents. And it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just like I was also playing basketball at the time, so like I always liked basketball more.
Okay.
And then something like switched in 7th grade. I don't know what it was, but I think also I started playing here like on the parish middle school team.
Okay.
And I had some good tournaments, and I just like something like clicked, and I just like got like really addicted to it.
Yeah, that happens with this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brooklyn, just for context, what's your current handicap index?
I wouldn't say it's accurate right now because I took a long break.
Okay.
I took like 2 months off, but it's like a 1.
Nice.
1.3, something like that.
Harrison, that means she's really good.
She's really good.
What about you, Miss Lyon?
I don't think I picked up a club until I was in my mid-20s. And then I did not pick up a club in earnest, meaning playing consistently, until about 14 years ago. So, and once I started playing, it's like Brooklyn, something clicks and you quickly get addicted to it. Mm-hmm. I could play every day if my body would hold out to play every day, right?
My story is similar. Like I didn't start playing until about 11 or 2 years ago, and I'm addicted. It's just I don't know, something about the game, Brooklyn. You said something about it just makes it. I don't know. When you like something impossible, obviously I like baseball, which is also impossible. There's something about it.
Yeah, I think it's like a really, really cool sport to watch, especially like in person. You know, and it's cool. I always whenever I'm watching golf, I think it's so cool. You know, like whenever they hit it and they have like the line on the ball.
Like the tracer.
The tracer. I think that's like it's funny to see like how that like technology can do that. But for all of you guys, what's like your favorite course you've ever played on, if it's even a famous one that you've played on?
Oh, that's such a hard choice. So part of being at the age I'm at, with my kids grown, my husband plays golf too, and we travel all over the world to play golf. Mm-hmm. And I've played on some ridiculous courses.
You can have 2, Miss Lyon. We'll stop at 2.
Oh gosh, this is hard. I did like Whistling Straits. And I loved Finca Cortesín down in Spain. It's where they played the Solheim Cup for the women. Mm-hmm. That was an amazing course. But I have so many more. I've been blessed to play a lot of incredible places.
Brooklyn, what about you?
I would say probably TPC Las Colinas.
Okay, local, yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
That's a great course.
Yeah. I actually played like the front and back like at 2 different times.
Okay.
Because I played like for here at Parish, the middle school tournaments, and we played 9 holes. There were 2 different tournaments, and one day we played the front, one day we played the back.
Nice.
But it's just like it's so crazy to play on like a course where there's like so much history.
Right.
Having the Byron there for.
Yeah. So Tiger playing there again. He rears his head, the GOAT. So for me, I've never played that course, even though I'm in Dallas. So maybe Miss Lyon will have to go play that one.
Absolutely, it's a love. I've played it I think 3 times. It's nice.
For me, I got to play TPC Sawgrass, which was its own crazy challenge, and then there's a course in Las Vegas that I played, Shadow, which was just I like beyond crazy. So anyway, how about favorite golf memory so far?
Probably hole in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. We're gonna talk about that in just a minute.
Hole in one. I mean, it was just an ordinary cold. It was actually a really cold day, and windy, and I didn't see it go in, but everybody else did. Mm-hmm. Really fun.
And Miss Lyon, do you have 1, 2? How many holes?
I have 1.
Brooklyn, how do you got?
1.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. I also have 1. But let's stop there right there. Harrison, I don't know if you know this, but was it last season, Brooklyn, or the season before?
Freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year. It's a short par 4. and Brooklyn aces it, par 4.
Wow.
Is that Brookhaven, right?
Yep.
Yep. So I heard the story. I wasn't there, obviously, but Coach Zugrave told me about it. So walk me through that. Did you see? Was it number 8 on that course?
Crazy that I don't remember, but I believe so.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was.
Yeah.
So walk us through that moment, because a hole in one is one thing, but a hole in one on even short par 4 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a hole in one. Walk us through that moment.
Obviously, like, did not see it coming. I was having a pretty good driver day. I was just trying to hit it, like, straight, you know. I didn't even think I was going to hit the green because, like, I mean, I think the hole was around, like, it was, like, a little over 230, which is probably, like, right when I hit my driver.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I'll probably be, like, right in front of the green. Maybe I could drive it. That would be cool. And I didn't actually see it go in because the group in front of us was still on the green.
I was
Right.
gonna say, was someone
Yeah.
on the green?
Yeah, it was,
okay.
Actually, my friend Kendi was on the green when it happened.
That's awesome.
And I just, like, I hit it. I was like, oh, I hit it right down the middle. That's great. You know, maybe I'll make a birdie, make up and down. I didn't know if I was on the green or what. And then I just hear them, like, screaming back, like, the group in front of us.
Did you think you hit somebody or something?
Yeah, I thought maybe they were, like, mad. I had
Right.
no idea. And then, like, I kind of realized, like, the girl in my group was like, oh, I think you might have, like, made it. And, like, as we're walking up, like, I still, like,
No
I
way,
didn't.
right.
Yeah, I was like, no. And then I look in the hole, and it's
There it
in
is.
there. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's a hard one to beat.
Yeah, that's
Harrison, that's a
awesome.
hard one to beat.
For sure.
Just so you know.
For sure.
What about favorite players? Harrison, you got a favorite golf guy or golf lady?
No, I think not even just like golf, but I think this goes honestly for most sports. Obviously, like my like biggest idol is like Tom Brady, and not just because of football, but also like what he's done for like, you know, like motivation and how he's like impacted people. But I mean, like Tiger Woods, like I think his like mentality is such a big like
The
part of his
mentality,
game.
absolutely.
I saw this like interview with him. I think it might have been like one of his first or second tournaments, and the interviewer was asking like, "What are your expectations?" And he said, "Well, of course I want to win." And I think that the guy who was doing the interview was like, "Well, you know, that's like not it's like your first
Right.
tournament. Like you're not gonna win." And he went out and won. And I think that's like. I think that's like from a mentality standpoint, it's just so cool, and obviously, I think he's the greatest golfer. So yeah.
Easily, I mean, it's a good debate, but I'm definitely biased just because I grew up watching him. So, Brooklyn, do you have a LPGA or PGA person that you watch, you follow, that you admire at some level?
I mean, I would say all time also Tiger.
Yeah.
I think most golfers would say that. But I'd say, like, right now, like, current players, I'm a pretty big Tony Finau fan.
Yeah.
A little random, but
Yeah. No, I like.
I
Tony
just
Finau.
remember watching him on, like, the Netflix show, and, like, it kind of hooked me in. I
Yeah.
became a pretty big fan. Bryson, of course, even though he's not on PGA right now.
Well, you know, he's
Yeah.
still fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like the fun ones instead of the predictable ones. I even am an old school Ricky Fowler fan. I just love
For sure.
his attitude and kind of always fighting for the underdog. And then, of course, there's the greats. I mean, I grew up with Phil and Tiger and all of them. So, but yeah, Tony's great too.
I find myself I like watching golf, but I find myself watching more LPGA because of the mechanics of the swings. I like Brooke Henderson is somebody that I really watch. Lydia Ko. Their swings are so perfect, and as someone who really wants to get better, you know, some of the guys are hard to watch because they're just so. I mean, like DeChambeau, like nobody can do that, right? I mean, or somebody has just a crazy weird kind of follow through or setup. It's hard to emulate. So I find myself watching from the mechanical standpoint more LPGA, but I like JT he's hurt right now, but I like watching him. And I did see that Tiger got asked the question about, you know, is the Masters out of the question this year, and he didn't say no. So would I watch the Masters if he plays? Absolutely.
So obviously you guys play golf, like you said, a lot. Do you guys have any like favorite practice routines, even before?
sorry, I'm ashamed to say I don't like to practice. I'd be a better golfer if I did practice. I do like to practice putting, so I will putt a lot before I tee off. Typically, what I'll do is I'll take a 3-wood out, an 8-iron, and my driver. I'll go hit 5 balls each. And I find myself, if I do any more, then I'm starting to try things on the range before I go out and play, and then it just messes with my game. So 5, maybe 15 swings, warm the body up, do a lot of putting, and go tee off.
Nice. Brooklyn, what about you?
I agree with the warm-up thing. I like not anything super too long. I get in my head, so I try to go like I'll do like every other club like until I feel comfortable, which is probably like 5-ish balls.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with like an iron, it might be more like 10, but same thing. And for practice, I really like to practice putting. I don't know what it is. It's like very relaxing because it's not like sometimes you're the only person out on the green
Right.
too if it's like later at night and.
Right. Meanwhile, everybody else is hitting like 200 balls and not actually getting better. Putting for me I like it, but it's also it's a little monotonous, and at the same time, when you shoot whatever you shoot, 80, 90, whatever your score is, right? Most of the time, half your shots are close to that, or putting. So, that's not surprising, ladies. But. So we've got, the PGA and LPGA seasons are underway. We do have the Masters coming up. Is there an event that you all? Well, first of all, do you watch golf on TV? And if you do, is there a particular tournament that draws you in more than another? And it could be LPGA, it could be Live, it can be, DP World Tour, or whatever.
I love the Open. I watch all the majors. I watch golf every weekend. Masters is, classic, but I love watching the Open. I just love sometimes that link style golf, and I also like the weather.
Yeah, the weather is a huge factor in that. You want the storm to come in and
I
just
do.
mess with it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
I have a little bit of that too. Brooklyn, what about you?
This is gonna sound bad, but I don't really watch that much golf.
No, it's okay.
I definitely watch all the majors just because it's big and everyone's talking about it. I love watching the Masters. It's like my favorite weekend of the year probably, but I'll be honest, I don't watch much of the regular season unless I see like one of my favorite players is leading.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got
and
you.
it's just golf is like very time consuming to watch. And like once you start watching, then it's like you're watching all day and there's 4 hours of my day is gone. So it's difficult, but
We can have it on in the background noise. I feel that way about
sure.
baseball some too.
So I have a question. First of all, like, what has golf really taught you about yourself, and also coming from such a since I even used to play tennis, and I feel like the games that are usually just obviously you have like a team around you, but are really just you're really just like an individual. Like it's really just like you. It's not like other sports like basketball. You have 4 other people like providing with you and trying to playing with you at the same time, accomplishing what you're trying to do. It's almost like it's just you out there, and how what has it really like taught you about yourself?
a lot. I always say that it taught me like my confidence, because I think like before I played golf, like I was a lot more shy and a lot more quiet, and for some reason like having success in golf and meeting people in golf, like just it gave me a lot of confidence. It made me more outspoken and made it easier for me to talk to people and make friends. And
Love that.
yeah, it's just
That's awesome.
for sure.
It's such a fickle sport. You can have a good drive, a bad second shot, a good third shot, So for me, it's all about finding the silver lining, because there's always a silver lining at the end of your round, whether you had you were in the fairway, or you had great approach shots. So trying to have a positive attitude, but finding the silver lining. And then the second thing is, I agree with Brooklyn about the confidence, but it's also a little bit of just self-competition and self-motivation. How can I continually improve? And it's just me and the short grass. It's not me and anybody else.
You don't have anyone to rely on.
No. So you have to rely on yourself.
Yeah. That's definitely like a key thing about confidence. And then also, do you guys obviously you love the sport. So what is like your favorite part about the sport, and also what is something that's your least favorite part about the sport?
Like a club we like, or a shot we like, or
Like anything.
anything?
Anything about it.
I am a really good sand player, which is drives a lot of people crazy because a lot of people don't spend their time in the sand. But for some reason, and ironically, I watched LPGA and copied someone's sand game, and it's been magic. What I don't like, I didn't like my irons for a long time. And now I love my irons. So it's like hit or miss, right? It's just hit or miss.
That's golf.
That's golf.
That's golf. Brooklyn, what about you?
I have never really had, like, I feel like my game literally changes every day. Like, it's not like, oh, my irons are always good, my driver's always good, my putting's always good. But I would say, like my favorite and least favorite part about golf is just, like, how humble it makes you. Because,
Yep.
like, it's a great thing, obviously, but it's also, like, kind of crushes your confidence sometimes. You have the best round of your life, and then you go play 2 days later, and, you know, you shoot your worst in months.
Yep.
And
That's golf, right?
yeah, for sure.
That's golf. It's taught me patience. It used to drive me crazy. Now I look forward to it because it just kind of like competition against yourself, Harrison, as you alluded to. It's not really against anybody else unless you're playing in a tournament. Fun fact: Miss Lyon and I played in a tournament together this past summer in a kind of a co-ed deal, and we won. So we have that shared championship, which was a lot of fun. We didn't find ourselves in the bunker, so that was also a good thing.
We did not.
Yeah. So, all right. So before we tee up what's next, the next episode, a few parish-related things. We have boys soccer, who are in the playoffs. They play this week, and then boys basketball made the Final Four. They play Friday against JP2, and then the winner of that game goes on to play Saturday. And when we win on Friday, we'll play either St. Michael's, who beat us at the buzzer last year, or TMI Episcopal from San Antonio. So should be a fun sports week. Brooklyn, do you have a match this week?
No. There's actually a tournament today, but I'm not going.
Okay.
But the girls aren't playing, it's just the guys.
Okay,
But
you're not.
Yeah.
But you could go and you could show them how to actually play golf, right?
Our guys team is great.
They're very good. Well, we wish you certainly the best of luck this season, and obviously you get another season with us, and I really appreciate both of you all joining us today on the show. Harrison, what do you got for us next time?
We're gonna probably be talking about baseball. It's starting to come up. Some preseason games just kind of started. Spring training, and the parish season also just started. So we'll get into that, and when the basketball team, like you said, when they went on Friday, and then when they went on Saturday, we'll be able to talk about it next week.
Well, that'll be fun. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Thank
Have
you.
a great week.